following is a presentation of YSN, your sports network.
Hello and welcome all you football fans for another installment of YSN Live Football. Tonight, the Austintown Fitch Falcons hosting their last regular season home game of the season as they are hosting another Division II out of Region 6 opponent in the Wadsworth Grizzlies. Wadsworth coming in on the day 2-5. The Falcons, of course, 3-3. We look at the standings around divisions. Wadsworth ranked number 16 in Division II Region 6. As that is good enough to get them the last spot in the playoffs as of right now going into tonight. Fitch, of course, on the other hand, in Division II, Region 5, and they were ranked 11 coming into today. Of course, Falcons with the win can get their averages up as it is less than a half a point between Fitch and number 8, Paynesville Riverside. Of course, get into the top 8 and you have a home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. Good thing for the Falcons. They have nothing but Division II opponents ahead on their slate, and 2 of them being in the same region. Of course, Boardman next week and Warren G. Harding to close out the season. Going to be a tough test here tonight, though, as Wadsworth, though 2-5, has faced some of the best, including a bunch of Division I opponents. Some that sport records of 5-1, 6-1, 7-0. As you look at what they've been able to do this year, it has been crazy. As the Falcons start off with possession, as the Wadsworth Grizzlies elected to kick it away, and Fitch now, a team that last week against the Cantfield Cardinals, I mean, you got to just put it as bluntly as you can. Canfield looked really good on defense and made the Falcons look probably the worst they've looked on offense ever under the coaching of Coach Parker. Of course, nights like that happen, and you can just chalk it up to a bad night. But Fitch looking to get back to what they do best, and that is move the ball offensively. Devin Sherwood coming out of the shotgun. That is per usual. Moving into motion was Tyler Evans. The handoff goes to Tyree Mitchell in the backfield. Mitchell fights through a couple of tacklers and looks like he got maybe a yard or 2 on the carry, as that was a great job by Tyree Mitchell extending that play to even give himself a chance. As now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Falcons as they now look to continue to move the ball. Devin Sherwood again with Tyree Mitchell on his right hip, takes the snap, fakes it, now goes off to the right. That looked to be Dan Evans III, who picks up a first down on the screen catch and run off the pass. As Devin Sherwood crosses into Wadsworth territory, the Falcons got a first down. As Fitch doing a fantastic job here, getting a first down and moving the football as the handoff goes to Tyree Mitchell as he goes right to that right side of the line, found a hole, gained 4, and the Falcons looking at about a 2nd and 6 now coming up. As this is what Fitch, what we saw in a few weeks, was so good at being able to do, and that is just move the football, utilize the run game, and open up the pass game with using play action, as we saw Devin Sherwood utilizing there with that pass to Dan Evans after running the ball a couple of times. As now we see injury down out on the field, as that is Jaden Ely, as he pops back up, though, as it looked like just a minor injury. So good to see him being able to walk off of the football field. He's okay. 10:57 remains here in the first quarter of play with the Austintown Fitch Falcons at the 44-yard line of the Wadsworth Grizzlies, as Fitch's offense looking crisp and sharp to start here on their first offensive drive of the ball game. As Tyree Mitchell comes out, he's in the backfield with Devin Sherwood, who's out of the shotgun. 2 receivers out right, 2 receivers to the left, as Sherwood Checks off, takes the snap, goes back to Tyree Mitchell, who looked like he was losing the handle on the ball for a second as he falls forward for a gain of about 3 more. So this looks to bring up maybe a 3rd and about 5 to go. So about half the distance to the first down. And now all of a sudden the Falcons are held to their first 3rd down of this game. Devin Sherwood again out of the shotgun, takes the snap, goes to the right side, and that looked to be no good on the catch, dropped by Tyler Evans as it was intended for Evans. And now that's going to bring up 4th down, and with the Falcons offense struggling the way it is, it looks to be that they are going to bring out the special teams unit and try to punt this one away. Remember, folks, as Devin Sherwood has moved into the punter role to be on special teams more, as well as they have him listed in the depth chart, at least today, as a cornerback. So Devin Sherwood going to get significant time on defense, and they fake it there, go to the left side with the screen pass, and it's a catch for a 1st down. And that is exactly why you put Devin Sherwood as your punter on the depth chart, because every 4th down, you got to have your ears pinned back, whether you're on defense or special teams. Big special teams play there by Devin Sherwood as he takes the feed, fakes the punt, goes to his left side, screen pass, and lets his receiver do the rest of the work. Fitch with the 1st down for the time being. Little meeting in the middle by the officials. Let's get the word on the field.
After the play, personal foul, number 6 on the offense. 15 yards,
So the Falcons keep the 1st down, but the play that resulted after was a personal foul, and it's going to back them up 15. So in a nutshell, the whole 1st down that the Falcons just got is all for naught, as they're back right around where they originally were at the original line of scrimmage. So now Fitch looks to start on the 50. Will bring up a 1st and 10, though, for the Falcons, where the 40-yard line of Wadsworth is their 1st down marker to gain. Devin Sherwood, again, out of the shotgun. Single receiver to the near side of the field, out to his right, taking the snap. Sherwood looks to his left, fires to his left, has a target connection, and a 1st down and more. Looks like they went back to the well with that same play. Screen pass off to the left. Receiver did the rest of the work. 1st down, Austintown. So the Falcons go the same plan as before, get the 1st down. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter as Fitch has moved themselves into Wadsworth territory, now stationed at the 35-yard line. As Sherwood again taking the snap, that time handing off to Mitchell. Mitchell had a hole, ran through it, got to about the 30. Looks like he was maybe a yard short of it, actually, before being brought down. So looks like a gain of about 3 on the carry, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 7 now for the Falcons. As Fitch using a very slow and methodical approach on offense, but making sure they get everybody involved. And hey, that might be what the Falcons need to do, get back to the basics of football to try to figure the offensive woes that they have been suffering. Primarily that 2nd half against Massillon, Washington, and of course the game against Canfield. And that one is another great connection off to the left side, and Wadsworth going to have to start game planning for it, because the Falcons and Devin Sherwood primarily looking to the left side of that field very often here in the 1st quarter and finding a lot of success there. Another 1st down for Fitch as they now move to the 25, make it the 24-yard line. As Fitch inches closer to the red zone, Devin Sherwood again out of the shotgun as sending into motion. Now on the line, taking the snap, going back to his back, trying to get to that left side again. Looks like it was a gain of maybe 5. As DJ Williams implemented again into the running scheme, he was able to get a decent yard gain on that one. So make it a 2nd and 6, and DJ Williams We know when he's healthy what he's capable of. A week 2 big dog of the winner for his performance, primarily against Kent McKinley. 3 touchdowns in that game. As DJ Williams, having him back healthy in the lineup certainly helps. As that time they spread that perfectly. Great job by the Wadsworth Grizzlies as the play action looked like it was intended to stay with Devin Sherwood, but the Grizzlies definitely sniffed that one out. Had it read beautifully. No one fell for the carry or the handoff to DJ Williams. Went all Sherwood. Got him in the backfield. 3rd and long coming up now for Fitch. Still in Wadsworth territory now, but 3rd and 11 coming up. As DJ Williams on the right hip of Sherwood. Sherwood fires to the right side. That's Dan Evans III using a little bit of juke moves to get inside of the 15-yard line. That is good enough for a first down as Dan Evans III got the ball and was quicker than a bullet on his feet, able to pick up the first. And now the Falcons move inside of the Wadsworth red zone as they are stationed now inside the 15, make it the 14-yard line of the Grizzlies. As now Devin Sherwood and the Falcons threatening to score. First play they're going to be taking from inside the red zone. Tyree Mitchell in the backfield with Sherwood. Sherwood takes the snap, goes to Mitchell. Mitchell waits and goes barreling forward to about the 10-yard line. Looks like he got about 4 on the carry. 2nd and 6 now coming up for the Falcons. Make it 2nd and 7. They marked him a yard short at the 11. As the Falcons utilizing, they've utilized Cam Smith, they've utilized Tyree Mitchell, and they've utilized DJ Williams. All 3 backs are good at doing different things, and that's why you utilize them in different situations. As Sherwood takes a snap, again goes to Tyree Mitchell, as Mitchell again gets to about the 10-yard line, but Wadsworth doing a good job of trying to shut down the run with their backs against the wall, and it brings up now 3rd down now, and about 6 to go. So the Falcons' yard line to gain is the 5 of Wadsworth. Would, of course, set up a 1st and goal for Fitch if they're able to achieve that. DJ Williams in the backfield on the right hip with Sherwood. 2 receivers out wide to the left on the far side of the field. 2 close on the near side to the right. As Sherwood tried to go for the slant pass, and great job on the defense that time. Wadsworth read it perfectly, and now going to have to set up a field goal. And this would be a try from about the 11-yard line if the Falcons do elect to kick it here. And it does look like Josiah Burney has made his way onto the field. So it's going to be a try for 3. Going to kick it from the 11-yard line. That's going to be backed up. Going to kick it realistically from about the 23-yard line. So roughly about a 33-yard, 34-yard field goal try here for Josiah Burney, who has been really good. Blocked field goals have been an issue, though, as of recent memory, but not for that one, as the special teams unit holds up strong for the Falcons, and that one is good through the uprights. And Falcons, although they would love to end it with hitting some pay dirt, they'll take the field goal and the lead. Fitch leading Wadsworth and the Grizzlies 3-0. As we'll take our first break here on ysnlive.com. Be back with the kickoff and Wadsworth's first offensive possession right after this.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Ty Bartell joining you here in the last home game senior night for the Austintown Fitch Falcons here at Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in beautiful Austintown, Ohio, as Fitch and Josiah Burney ready to kick it off to Wadsworth for their first offensive possession of the game, and a flag being thrown on the kickoff. And this one no doubt going to be addressed to the Falcons, as it looked like an offsides call on Fitch is going to back him up 5 yards, and going to need to re-kick that one now from about NFL territory, as it's going to be placed at the 35-yard line now as opposed to the 40. Josiah Burney does have a very good leg, though. Going to need to put a little bit of extra Wheaties behind this kick, though, as now he has a little bit of extra distance to try to clear and pin Wadsworth back deep. Hey, and even though it's a small opportunity and not maybe a huge penalty, if Wadsworth can take advantage of it, that's how you make penalties mean a lot more, as what you can do with them. As now a little bit of an opportunity for the Grizzlies, as Josiah Burney now to kick it off from the 35. Fitch now leading it 3-0. 6:31 remains in the first quarter of play, as Burney sets up his kick. He's ready to go, and that kick is up and away, and he got a lot behind it. Takes a single bounce and bounces out of bounds. So unfortunately, penalty is going to be addressed because the kick does go out of bounds before clearing the end zone. So it's going to set up Wadsworth with good field position now, as special teams unit has kind of been one of those issues for the Falcons, and one of those areas Coach Parker would definitely like to see improvements in, as we've seen blocked field goals have been an issue primarily in the special teams department that has been responsible for a lot of turnovers. Did hold through strong for the field goal prior. Now it's the defense's turn, as some changes did happen on defense. Like we said already, Devin Sherwood has moved to a cornerback position on the depth chart, at least as it says. So, and you see him there on the far side of the field, I believe, all the way lined up. As, of course, your number one corner should still be Dan Evans III. He's done a fantastic job this year, but now adding a little bit extra in the secondary department. Already pressuring, though, needing to throw this one away is Luke Fisher, as the Falcons line held in really strong there and played almost a contain on Fisher. Didn't give him a whole lot of room to break out of the pocket and run. Secondary held through strong, too. And making the wise decision was Fisher and just throwing it away. You look at the secondary now of the Falcons, and it is comprised of Dan Evans III, Devin Sherwood, Cam Smith, and Deshaun Vaughn Jr. And that, folks, is a very good, very talented, very fast secondary. And it's going to be very hard to find some passing room on that. As now going with the running game, Fitch does a great job of grabbing a hold of their back, Kyle Figueroa, as getting the carry. Getting about 3 yards on the carry, and it's going to set up a third down and about 7, call it a third down and 6, actually, for the Grizzlies. So getting about half the distance needed for the first was Figueroa, as now trying to cross into Falcons territory is the Grizzlies. Out of the shotgun is Fisher. Fisher with a 5-wide set, takes the snap, goes out to his left. Nice tackle, though, immediately, and that one looked to be Devin Sherwood on the tackle, as already making big plays as he's come in. Deshaun Vaughn was the one behind the tackle, as number 9, your free safety of the game, Deshaun Vaughn Jr. makes the tackle, brings up a 4th down and 2 now, as Fisher maybe trying to get an offsides penalty called. Now going to check off on the sidelines with his coach, as Fisher gets the call, checks it back off with his line, and resets in the shotgun. Sending into motion, that was Tommy Arnold, and again checking off again. Falcons doing a great job of staying disciplined. And it is a timeout called by Wadsworth, trying to get a free play off of Fitch. Going to talk things over now. 4th and 2 near midfield, actually stationed on Wadsworth's own 48-yard line. So decisions now. Wadsworth takes a timeout. They'll talk it over, and we'll thank a couple of our sponsors, starting off with Boardman Mitsubishi.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
Back from our timeout as Wadsworth has taken to the field, so have the Falcons, as Tyler Evans goes deep into the backfield. In case they do decide to punt, got to watch for the fake here as the Falcons loading up 10 up front now. Going to send a second one to the backfield. Both Dan Evans III and Tyler Evans set up, ready to return if a punt does occur. As Wadsworth takes it, and it's going to be a fake trying to run right through. Oh my goodness, what strength that time on the carry. Taking it, bulldozing his way forward into Falcon territory on the first down run. I feel like everybody in the stadium had a feeling that was going to happen, but with the fake punt, you worry that if they do punt it away, that it's going to pin you back somewhat deep, so they're going to stack the box and have the advantage. They take advantage of it there. First down, Wadsworth. As Luke Fisher takes to the field again out of the shotgun. Kyle Figueroa in the backfield with him. Taking the snap, handing off to Figueroa, and Figueroa has no running room there and gets piled on in the backfield. As great defense by the Falcons that time, shutting down the running attack of Wadsworth, as they're going to need to refocus now. 2nd and 13 coming up for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies, of course, donning the white jerseys with silver numbering, red bottoms. Fitch donning their home red jerseys with the blue navy bottoms and navy numbering. As Luke Fisher with a 2nd and 13 takes the snap, 3-step drop, fires over to his left, and that one is completed and tackled near the 15. And what a tackle that was by Tyler Evans, not allowing any more running room by Dean Reddish after the catch. Nice job from Dean Reddish to not only catch the ball, but hold on to it through the contact, as picking up about 3 yards on the carry and bringing it back to the original line of scrimmage for Wadsworth. Now 3rd and 10 coming up for Luke Fisher and the Grizzlies. As Fisher again, 5 wide out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Fisher looking down center, gonna heave this one deep, as that one was it Alden? No, as it is dropped, as looked like it was a very catchable ball. What a pass at that by Luke Fisher, as that one looked like it was tremendously accurate, but tough one to hold on to. Now it's gonna bring up 4th down and 10, and now a lot tougher to try to pick up rather than the 4th down and 2, and a chance to pin the Falcons back deep. Let's see if Davis Nye, the punter for Wadsworth, elects to do so on the snap. The snap does go to Nye. Nye takes the punt and fires it, takes a bounce at that 18 within the 15 now, and it just keeps on rolling as the Falcons again getting pinned back on special teams, as that seems to be a theme this year. Looks like they're going to start at that 7-yard line of their own 7-yard line. Going to have a long way to go. 3:24 left in this first quarter. Fitch with the ball, leading at 3-0. We'll be back right after this on ysnlive.com.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider.
As we have to cut back to you real quick, Fitch back out onto the field, ready to start their second offensive drive. Devin Sherwood takes the snap, fires, screen pass off to the right, slipping the first tackle, getting in and past the 10-yard line was Cam Smith. And the catch and run, as Cam Smith looked to pick up about half the yards needed for the Falcons, as it brings up now a 2nd down and 4. about as good as a run, a 5-yard run for the Falcons on the screen pass, catch, and run by Cam Smith. 2nd and 4 now for Fitch as they try to pick up the first down back deep in their own territory as Sherwood taking the snap and fakes the shovel pass off to his left and just went forward with it, and not much running room up the middle at all against this Grizzlies team tonight as Wadsworth does a good job shutting it down yet again. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 as Devin Sherwood was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But now 3rd down and 4 deep in their own territory. Fitch needing a first down here as Devin Sherwood stacks extra protection off to his right side, takes the snap, feeds it. They go to that right side. Slipping the first tackle was DJ Williams and tries to power his way forward. Boy, is he close to the first down, but I think he's going to be less than a yard short as they're going to mark him right there. But a flag is on the field as we have some laundry. Let's listen in and see what this call is going to be on. And it was a holding penalty called on the offense, and that, again, we've seen that kind of, it's either been holding or a lot of false starts penalties that have been called on the Falcons offense this year. And a lot more than what we saw last year, albeit they've had a couple more games this year compared to last year. But, I mean, definitely a sign you want to point to late in the season as something they want to get corrected, especially before playoff time, because that erases a big play now, which sets you up with a 4th down and very short. 3rd down, though, another opportunity at 3rd down, but it's 3rd down and long at 3rd and 11. Sherwood taking the snap, looking over to his right, fires over to his left, now clears for his landing, no! As almost connecting with the big connection there over to his left side. Intended target was Donnie Ellis, one of his favorite targets coming as of late, as that ball was pretty accurate. It looked like in the reach of Donnie Ellis, just unable to bring it down. So Falcons now going to have to punt from deep in their own territory, and you just hope for something on offense as Devin Sherwood, of course, back to punt again, is the punter listed on the depth chart. So going to have to obviously watch this one as Sherwood takes the snap and unleashes the punt, taking a bounce and an unfortunate bounce forward and picking that one up at the 32. But Wadsworth to start in Falcon territory as, of course, the Grizzlies going to look for some more success this offensive drive. Really couldn't get much going against Fitch their first time out. Going to have much better field position to do so this time around. We'll be back with Wadsworth's second offensive possession. Minute 44 to go here in Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium, Austintown Fitch High School.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everyone, as we thank our friends over at WRS Wealth Advisors, of course, our presenting sponsor of the Audible Call. Luke Fisher, on the other hand, for Wadsworth, acts a screen pass to his left side and looks like stepping out of bounds near that 30. They're going to mark him a few yards past it. Looks like he got about half the yards needed, did Luke Fisher, off the screen pass, catch, and run. So going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 now for Wadsworth. Certainly going to try to get themselves at least in field goal position to try to tie this one up. Minute 38 left in the first quarter, trailing by 3 to the Falcons. The snap again, the handoff again to Figueroa, and Figueroa just bulldozes his way forward for the first down, as you're going to mark him up at that 21-yard line, and that's where Wadsworth will start offensively for after the first down pickup, as Fisher again taking the snap, fakes the handoff to Figueroa. Fisher trying to go forward, and looks like Fisher goes down after a gain of about 5, maybe 4. But again, gaining about half the yards needed for the first, as it sits just inside of the 12-yard line of the Falcons. Luke Fisher again, talking with his offensive line, getting on the same page. Going to go with a 3 receiver formation, trips formation out to the right. Fisher fires over to the right, and getting through the tacklers immediately is Wadsworth, picking up another first down as the screen pass coming back to bite the Falcons a little bit. This offensive drive now sitting just outside of the 10-yard line. I believe chains are still up right now. Got to get inside the 1 for a first down is the Grizzlies. So not first down and goal, still first down and 10 for Wadsworth. Luke Fisher, a I formation with the handoff to Figueray, and Figueray is stopped just shy of the first down, as it looked like about an 8-yard carry for the Grizzlies back on that one, bringing up now second down and call it 3 for Wadsworth. Goes right back to Figueray. Figueray that time met by a couple of Falcons at the line. Looked like he still was able to get a yard gained on the run, but now it's going to bring up third down and 2. And a big third down at that for Fitch. If you could try to get a stop here, you might force them into a field goal try, but of course that will all have to wait for the second quarter, because we're at the end of the first 12-minute period here at Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in Austintown, Ohio. Your score, the Austintown Fitch Falcons 3, Wadsworth Grizzlies 0 after 1. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on ysnlive.com.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second quarter here at Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium, as the Wadsworth Grizzlies threatening to score and take the lead all at the same time. Big third down and 2 coming up from the Falcons' 3-yard line, as now first down to gain is just inside of the 1. Big play coming up for both teams. Luke Fisher out of the shotgun, takes a snap, handoff to Figueray. Figueray dodges a couple of tacklers, walks his way into the end zone for 6. And that gives the Wadsworth Grizzlies their first lead of the night, first touchdown of the night for either team, and it's a 6-3 Grizzlies lead. Extra point pending. That, of course, will be attempted by Jack Dinwiddie, number 42 for the Grizzlies. As the snap is down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights by Dinwiddie, and make it a 7-3 Wadsworth lead. So one play it took into the second quarter, and Wadsworth has taken the lead 7-3 now. 11:57 remains in the first half of play. Fitch due to get the ball back right after this on ysnlive.com.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everybody, as Wadsworth getting ready, and that's Liam McAllister ready to kick things off towards Fitch, and picking it up off of the skip there are the Falcons, and they're just going to rush their way forward and get close to the 40-yard line of the Falcons, and that looks to be where Fitch will be starting their third offensive drive of the game. First one ending in a field goal, second one ending in a punt, and thanks in part, though, to a third down and short run. Third down and short run that brought up what looked to be 4th and inches, but a severe holding penalty on the Falcons backed them up and unable to pick it up at that point with a pass attempt to Donnie Ellis. And the Falcons had to punt, give Wadsworth good field position, and the rest is history to that point. Fitch now with the opportunity to respond to the Grizzlies, and immediately with the handoff that time to Tyree Mitchell, and Tyree Mitchell with a shoelace tackle implemented on him gets 5 still on the carry and about half the yards needed for the first. As Maverick Blackburn was in on the tackle for Wadsworth, one of the linebacking core, number 7 on that. Trips formation out to the right for the Falcons, faking the handoff, now rolling out to his left. Devin Sherwood off balance pass to Tyler Evans, who stayed in bounds through the catch and picks up the first down and more. And you know what? I mean, you credit Wadsworth for getting pressure on him, but Devin Sherwood has been pressured consistently the last few weeks, especially against Massillon Washington and especially against Canfield. So he's been used to throwing the ball on the run a lot, had to do so again there. Picks up the first down for Fitch. Again, going 3 receivers out wide to the right on the far side. The handoff faked it to DJ Williams, and then Devin Sherwood keeps it himself and says, I like contact too, and gets 5 yards on the carry. So again, picking up about half the distance needed on the running attack for the Falcons. And hey, if Fitch is able to do that, going to be very hard to stop this offense if they're getting about half the distance they need on every first down carry. Trips formation out to the right, single receiver out left. DJ Williams on the right hip of Sherwood, who's in the shotgun. Sherwood takes the snap. Handoff goes to DJ Williams, who slips through a couple of tacklers and fights his way forward to about that 41-yard line. Or excuse me, call it the 39-yard line, I should say. 39-yard line of Wadsworth as the Falcons move closer into Wadsworth territory, but it's now going to bring up a third down and about 4 to go. First down, yard to gain, line to gain is, of course, that 35-yard line of Wadsworth. Devin Sherwood again, keeping DJ Williams on his right hip in the backfield. Sherwood takes the snap, fires off to the right, and that is a completion for a first down and more, and tackled out of bounds after the catch. That looked to be Tyler Evans again, picking up the reception and the first down as Fitch again moves into Wadsworth territory at the 20, officially in the Grizzlies' red zone now. Second trip of the game, Fitch has been in the Grizzlies' red zone. Wadsworth was able to hold him to a field goal in the first offensive possession of the Falcons. Have another opportunity here, and it would be a big one, trying to respond now, trailing by 4 to the Grizzlies. As again, out of the shotgun, 2 receivers now moving into motion. That was Dan Evans III. They go to Dan Evans III. Dan Evans III slips that first tackle before getting tackled from the back at that 15. Looks like they'll mark him at that 14-yard line. So over half the yards needed on the first down play. Going to bring up a second down and 4 now for Fitch, as Evans going to come off the field for a play, as well as Cam Smith. So the Falcons, 3 receivers set, and it looks to be Tyree Mitchell in the backfield with Sherwood out of the shotgun. Sherwood takes the snap, hands off to Mitchell. Tyree Mitchell makes that quick cut forward. He's near the first down, and it looks like he does get it. As let's see what they call here. I didn't see an initial reaction here from the officials, as it looks to be looks to be first down here, but let's see. I believe they're going to bring, yes, they are going to say put the chains down. Wasn't sure if they picked it up because that first down marker was right at that 10-yard line, but now it brings up first and goal for the Falcons. At the 10-yard line is Sherwood. First down play for the Falcons, taking the snap, rolling out to his right, trying to catch the corner, does catch the corner, inside the 5. Is he in the end zone? Waiting for the initial response. We get it from the far side, Judge. It's a rushing touchdown for Devin Sherwood. As Devin Sherwood looked for the pass, didn't see it, caught the corner instead. 9-7 Fitch, extra point pending. As Devin Sherwood, great elusiveness and taking some contact on his way down, but the Falcons reclaimed the lead. Josiah Burney back to kick the extra point. Chance to extend the lead back to a field goal against the Grizzlies. As the snap is down, kick is up, and through the uprights it goes for Josiah Burney, and it is a 10-7 Falcons lead. 8.5 minutes remain in the first half of play. Wadsworth to get their third offensive possession of the game. Last one ended in 6. We'll see what number 3 ends with next on ysnlive.com.
I love the customers, interacting with customers, basically just being there even after the sale. If they have a question or if they have a problem with their vehicle, I'm here to help them make an educated decision. I'm here to educate them on their buying a car. I'm Frank Mascara, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
As the Wadsworth Grizzlies back, ready to receive the kickoff. Important programming note to note for the second half of this game that Wadsworth will be receiving the third quarter kickoff, the start of the second half kickoff. Fitch, of course, getting the ball to start the game, so Wadsworth can play it if they play their cards right with the clock. Might have a possibility at a 2-for-1 opportunity. Of course, with their possession coming up with 8.5 minutes left in the second quarter, all depends on what they're able to do with this drive here. As that one booted towards that 5-yard line, that's where it's going to be hauled in by the Grizzlies, trying to make a cut, find that corner on that left side, and barrels his way past the 30 for a good gain on the kickoff return, as it looks to be about the 33-yard line where the Grizzlies will take over and set up shop now. They're going to just call it at the 30. Went out of bounds at the 33, say he stepped out at the 30, so back him up 3 yards, and the Grizzlies will start 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Able to go down the field and score a touchdown, but did have a lot better field position in their last offensive possession. Grizzlies coming out immediately with a 3-receiver formation on the near side of the field. 2 receivers out wide to the left, 5 wide set as Luke Fisher finds a wide open target down the middle of the field. Tackle brings him down, but in one play, the Wadsworth Grizzlies flip field position, and it was Davis Nye, and Nye does double duty here for the Grizzlies as well as does some punting for them, but shows off the legs there, the speed and the hands. Great catch by Nye. And just like that, Wadsworth already threatening to retake the lead or tie it against the Falcons. Again, 5 wide set. Again, going right back to Nye. Nye catches it. 2 plays. Davis Nye, 70 yards and a touchdown. Wadsworth reclaims the lead. As probably the last thing you wanted to do for the Falcons defense is give up the quick score, as now with 7:54, 36 seconds is all it took for Wadsworth to reclaim the lead. Extra point pending by Jack Dinwiddie, as that kick is up and through the uprights, make it a 14-10 lead for Wadsworth. As the extra point was good. 7:54 remains. Fitch, as quick as a bullet, gets the ball right back off of the 2-play score from the Grizzlies. We'll be back with the Fitch offensive possession right after this on ysnlive.com.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Welcome back, everybody. Second quarter, 7:54 remains. Fitch due to get the ball back, trailing 14-10 off of 2 quick passing plays, both to Davis Nye by the Wadsworth Grizzlies and Luke Fisher. 70 yards on the 2 passes and a receiving touchdown. Went to the same play twice, and you got to figure Coach Parker going to have to look at that going forward. And taking in the ball, falling forward are the Falcons, and they're going to set up right near that 40-yard line. So Wadsworth giving up good field position to the Falcons in exchange for having the opportunity of getting a fumble or maybe a misplay on the gather with the squib kick. Interesting strategy as Wadsworth going to need to come up defensively. They have come up big already once in this game, of course, holding the Falcons to a field goal in the first offensive possession. But Fitch able to hit pay dirt their last one, and again with good field position, we'll see if this is a strategy that the Grizzlies elect to go with multiple times, especially in the second half. As Fitch comes out with 4 receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and DJ Williams into the backfield with Devin Sherwood. As Sherwood sends Jaden Ely into motion, fakes the handoff to DJ Williams, trying to evade the first tackle, uses the legs, and just uncorks a pass off of the fingertips of Ely. And that has been the story of the season, folks. I mean, just unfortunate, unable to make the catch, a very catchable ball again, and that was a heck of a throw by Devin Sherwood to still beat the defense with pressure in his face. But great job by the secondary getting enough pressure on Jaden Ely and prevent that catch from happening. 2nd down and 10 now for Fitch. But that's the problem as we do see some laundry out on the field. Let's listen in for the call. As an ineligible man downfield, going to back the Falcons up 5 more yards. But I don't know if this is going to be a loss of down. Still says they got a 1st down and 15. So in exchange for the down back, the Falcons back up 5 yards, 1st and 15 now. And it makes the punt look a little bit better for the Grizzlies. As Sherwood taking in the snap out of the shotgun, rolls to his left, goes short to DJ Williams. DJ Williams turns on the burners, and that ball is loose on the ground, and it is picked up by Wadsworth before they go and get tackled at the 40. As the fumble from DJ Williams and another turnover by the Falcons offense proves to be costly yet again, as the Wadsworth Grizzlies going to have possession in Austintown territory inside the 40 and a chance to really put this one in deep waters for the Falcons, taking a 2-possession lead. Remember, they still have, to the Grizzlies, the opening possession of the 3rd quarter. And another unfortunate turnover for a team last year that barely committed any. You want to talk about a team, no interceptions in the entire regular season, albeit 6 games last season, and only, I believe, 2 fumbles the entirety of last year. So a turnover ratio that has certainly spiked this year, but that comes with playing higher quality teams as trying to go to Figure Eight to lead off with the 1st down run. They got about 3 yards on the carry, did the Grizzlies. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7 now. As 2nd and 7 brings up for the Wadsworth Grizzlies. Couple of substitutions coming in now for Wadsworth. As turnovers prove to be, again, one of the biggest enemies of the Falcons, as defense needing to try to hold strong and get the offense back out on the field. Luke Fisher back out of the shotgun as a flag is on the field, and I believe a delay of game going to be called on Wadsworth, and that's going to back them up 5 yards. So erased the first down run of Wadsworth, as 2nd and 12 now coming up for the Grizzlies. As taking the snap, fakes the handoff to the left, slipping the first tackle. Great tackle, though, at that 35-yard line. And, I mean, that one right there probably saved the first down and more for Fitch, as looked like, I believe that was that time Anthony Serena that might have had the ball on the carry. They faked it to the left, handed it off to the right, and a good gain, though. Nonetheless, even though he couldn't slip the second tackle, slipped the first one, got about half the yards needed. 3rd and 7 coming up for Wadsworth. Sending a receiver into motion, 5 wide now for Luke Fisher. Fisher takes the snap, rolls out to his right, went right back to the center, and they're eating on it again. It's the same play, same guy. Davis Nye burns the Falcons yet again. That time it was actually Tommy Arnold, the tight end, that they went with that seam route pass over the middle again, but again, burning the Falcons, utilizing the seam over the middle, and that's going to need to be something the Falcons try to read and get better at defending going forward. It's 3 times now it's burned them. Fisher, again, taking the snap, handoff, no, keeps it himself in the backfield, though, as a cast of Falcons there to swarm him and bring him down at that 20-yard line. No gain on the run by Luke Fisher. So brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20 in the red zone is the Grizzlies, trying to take a 2-possession lead on the Falcons. Again, going to utilize a single back behind Fisher, that is Figueroa. Taking the snap, looking to his right, pass is completed, nearing that 10-yard line, short of the first down, though. Going to bring up 3rd down and short for Wadsworth. As we take under 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half of play, the Grizzlies leading the Falcons 14-10. As 3rd down now coming up for the Grizzlies. As Luke Fisher and Wadsworth back out on the field for the 3rd down play. Takes it, hands it off, and a flag is back out on the field. Let's see what this one is. And the false start that time goes against the offense, and that's on Cohen Grimm. And that's going to back him up 5 yards. We'll see how costly that proves to be. Wadsworth has been able to pick up decent-sized chunk plays the whole game, but definitely makes running the ball a little bit more difficult trying to pick up the first down now. 3:50 and ticking in the first half of play. Wadsworth coming out with a big 3rd down and about 6 to go now for the Grizzlies. As Luke Fisher sending into motion was Arnold, taking the snap, looking over the center, fires over the center, tries to go over top, trying to make the one-handed catch was Davis Nye. That time the Falcons do read and take away that seam route for the Grizzlies. And with the area code of Austintown left on the time clock, the Falcons now look for a big 4th down stop. We'll see if Wadsworth elects to go for it. We'll have to see what the field goal kicking situation is, because Wadsworth can take a touchdown lead here if they wanted to play conservative, but doesn't look like that is the case at all. Going to bring 4 receivers set. Kyle Figueroa in the backfield with Luke Fisher. Big 4th down coming up for Wadsworth. Now Figueroa moves into motion, trying to go short, and that ball is broken up, and it falls dead as the Falcons, much like Wadsworth was able to do against Fitch in the first quarter, the Falcons defense holds strong in the red zone, and that could be to prove to be a costly possession for Wadsworth, not being able to finish that one. 14-10, Grizzlies still leading it though. Fitch to pick up the ball at their own 19-yard line near their 20, and about as good as a punt. You don't fault the play call at all for the Grizzlies, as that's a smart play call. If you don't got the field goal kicker there, you're going to go for it because it works just as well as a punt. So, and with the passing and being able to pick up chunk plays that Wadsworth was able to do, you're, of course, going to make that play call again. Good job for the Falcons, though, responding. 3:26 remains on the play clock as Devin Sherwood takes the snap, goes deep over the middle, finds the completion. Oh, the Jets are on. Can they catch up to him? Yes, they can. But the completion from 20 to 20, coast to coast, as the catch completed by none other than number 1, Cam Smith. Devin Sherwood got it to Smith as Smith turned on the Jets from the 19 to the 21, flipped field position, and very similar to what Davis Nye did against the Falcons. Falcons and Cam Smith respond against Wadsworth now. 3:05 left in the half. Devin Sherwood again with the snap. Handoff goes to Tyree Mitchell. Great cut by Tyree Mitchell. Still on his feet, fighting forward, nearing that first down marker. Looks like he's going to be a bit short, as now that's going to be a second down and about 1 to go for Fitch, as they have crossed over into the red zone of the Grizzlies, trying to set up a 1st and goal. Still got 1 to go to grab the first. Devin Sherwood with a 4-receiver set, 3 out to the right, 1 on the near side of the field to the left, goes to his right. Tyler Evans with the catch, spins off the tackle, and gets the first down, as he does the dirty work as well, folks. He's good for the big catches, he's good for the route running, but he's also good for those little slip screen passes and just fighting his way forward through contact. Tyler Evans picks up the first, and it is now a 1st and goal for Fitch, as trailing Wadsworth by 4, 2:05 remaining in the half. Fitch trying to get the ball, score, and end the half. Not trying to let Wadsworth get a 2-for-1 opportunity, and the catch, the reach out. Did he get it in? Yes, he did. The reach out broke the plane for a touchdown, and now 1 through the air and 1 through the ground for Devin Sherwood on the game, as Fitch reclaims the lead on the touchdown pass. I believe that one went to Tyree Mitchell. 16-14 lead for the Falcons. Minute 54 left on the clock. Extra point attempt coming up by Josiah Burneye, as Josiah Burneye sets up and lines up the extra point attempt. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights and good, as the Falcons reclaim their field goal lead, 17-14 over Wadsworth. We've seen the Grizzlies, score in under a minute though before, so Fitch's defense going to have their ears pinned back. Minute 54 remains in the half. Wadsworth to get the ball right after this on ysnlive.com.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Aaron Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
Welcome back, everybody. Minute 54 remains here in this first half of play. Fitch ready to kick it off to Wadsworth, now trailing by 3 to the Falcons. Josiah Burneye lines up for the kickoff attempt as the kick is up, and we're underway for this next offensive possession. Hauled in, nearing that 5 was Wadsworth, as tripping up a few tacklers, slipping the first tackle, slipping the second tackle, and great return by the Grizzlies there near that 40-yard line, as they could set themselves up for success offensively and attempt to go 2 for 1 here. And a 2 for 1 scenario, even though you're trailing, would be absolutely huge, and you can definitely take all the momentum and bring it into your court. Luke Fisher has been nothing short of impressive with his accuracy today, making some great plays the entire game. Falcons secondary going to need to be prepared as Fisher takes it out of the shotgun. You might see 5 wide the rest of the way through until it's 4 and out. So let's see if the Falcons can hold strong on defense. Luke Fisher in the pocket, breaks out of the pocket, slips the first tackle, gets past the 40, and got about half the yards needed. They're going to mark him down near the 45-yard line. Looks like they're going to put him at the 43 is where they're marking him. So brings up 2nd down and about 5 to go for the Grizzlies. As more importantly, too, Luke Fisher getting out of bounds, stopping the clock at 1:36. Very smart play by the quarterback. As Fisher again with a 5 wide set. Fisher taking the snap, looking forward, trying to break out of the pocket. That time unable to do so as the pocket collapses from the back, and picking up the sack that time for the Falcons as their defense. As Brian Robinson getting the sack, sophomore for the Falcons. Big defensive play, bringing up 3rd and 7 now. Still in Grizzly territory, and with 1:05 left. Fitch has 3 timeouts left, the Grizzlies with 2. And with 50 seconds to go, whistles being blown, and it looked to be a timeout called by the Falcons this time. So maybe not liking the look that they saw, or also realizing, too, with 55 seconds left, a stop here, you might give the ball back to the Falcons, who, just like the Grizzlies, have proved that they have that quick strikeability offense, especially against the Grizzlies defense as well. So either of these teams have the ability to get a quick score on one another, and that's the biggest thing you got to watch out for, is that both Luke Fisher and Devin Sherwood have the arm to hurt you, and hurt you deep if you're not careful. And this is definitely a case where Coach Parker cannot afford to let his team give up a big play defensively and set Wadsworth up for a 2 for 1 situation. There's a big play coming up for both teams right now. As Wadsworth, like we said, gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter, but looking to extend this drive and go 2 for 1 and tie or take the lead on the Falcons with this possession still in the first half. Luke Fisher out of the shotgun. They brought it back into the game. 4 receivers set. Moving into motion was Dean Reddish, as taking the snap, looking forward, having a lot of time to throw. Great defensive play, but a flag comes in from the back, and it's going to definitely be a pass interference call, you figure, as it came from the back. Let's see what the call is on the field. No doubt going to give a first down. So move Grizzlies up 15 yards, give them the first down. Now they're situated on the 44-yard line of Fitch, continuing to move, but now in Falcon territory, and definitely in at least Hail Mary territory, are the Grizzlies, utilizing 4 receivers, taking the snap, faking this handoff, and firing again over the middle, and that one is caught, held onto through the contact. Great catch by Anthony Serino, who's able to bring that one inside of the 30. There might be field goal territory if they are approaching. We have to see what the field goal situation's like for Wadsworth. They elected not to kick one earlier. Fisher takes again the snap, fires over to the right side. The catch is good. Flag comes out. Likely going to be a pass interference penalty. 30 seconds left in this first half of play. Let's listen in to the call. As another pass interference call on this drive alone, as Wadsworth now setting up first down and goal against the Falcons on the 5-yard line. Fisher hands it off to Figueroa. Figueroa drives forward, likely just trying to burn clock and taking the time out. And it looked to be, I believe that was the Grizzlies taking their second time out of the half, stopping the clock at 21 seconds. So now Fitch in danger of giving up the 2-for-1 opportunity to the Grizzlies and giving Wadsworth the momentum going into and out of halftime. As 21 seconds remains, getting into the huddle real quick are the Grizzlies, as Kyle Figueroa likely going to get the ball one more time. We'll see, though. Second down with 3 to go for pay dirt, and having a timeout left is the Grizzlies, so they could still run the ball and stop the clock one more time. But you got to figure, if they're the ones that elect to do so and you give the Falcons the time left, if the Falcons stop you, they have a chance of getting the ball with time left on the clock. Now, do the Falcons play that aggressive? We'll have to see. And I think it all depends on what Wadsworth's able to do here with this possession. As Luke Fisher with a second down coming up for the Grizzlies. Out of the shotgun, Kyle Figueroa in the backfield with him. They give it to Figueroa. Figueroa trying to fight forward. Looks like he's going to be stopped up short and needing to take their final timeout, it looks like. Or no, timeout that time, I believe, was taken by Austintown, stopping the clock with 14 seconds left. And it's going to be a third down and goal situation. 14 seconds left. I mean, at that 1-yard line, you have a lot of options. Falcons defense going to need to be really, really sharp and build a wall at that goal line. As Fitch at risk of giving up the lead going into halftime. And like we've said before, Wadsworth to get the ball in the third quarter. So you could see a big turnaround here for the Grizzlies, and they could definitely flip the score. Big play coming up, third down and goal. Grizzlies with no timeouts left. Fitch with 2. 14 seconds remain on the clock. Grizzlies are out of timeouts. Luke Fisher in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls out to his left. They elect to go for the pass, and the pass is bobbled and dropped, and no good, but the incompletion does bring up fourth down, but now decisions for the Grizzlies. Certainly close enough to kick the field goal. Do you decide to get greedy and take the lead here if you're Wadsworth, or do you just take the game-tying field goal that you would think your field goal kicker should be fine from that 1-yard line, but it depends on how aggressive they decide to be. Luke Fisher is back out on the field, and it looks like Wadsworth going for it with 9 seconds left, maybe trying to draw the Falcons off sides. You're going to have to watch out for it. No, taking the snap, handing it off, trying to stop it short. The second push might have been good enough, and let's see. I'm seeing a close fish, but no, the other official comes in, 2 hands up, touchdown, as time expires and Wadsworth takes the 21-17 lead going into halftime. Excuse me, 20-17 lead as extra point is pending. As the extra point attempt is up and good, and Wadsworth with a 4-point lead will receive the second half kickoff, so an opportunity for the Grizzlies to make it a 2-possession lead against Fitch. Of course, we'll have that second half and more right after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the four words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
It's storm season.
So I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2222 2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Aaron Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well-appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
We are there in your community. small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the third quarter, second half here on ysnlive.com. Ty Bartell joining you along with this one as the Wadsworth Grizzlies leading it by a score of 21-17 against the Falcons. Wadsworth to open up the third quarter with possession, so an opportunity to complete the 2-for-1 attempt and go up 2 possessions on the Falcons. Josiah Burneye back ready to kick it off for Fitch as he takes the steps, makes the kick, and we are underway here in the second half. Takes a bounce, hauled in at the 15-yard line, makes a beautiful cut before being tackled at the 30, and that's where Wadsworth's second half will start. As Luke Fisher back out onto the field for the Grizzlies. No doubt Luke Fisher has had a very good game to this point, finding a lot of his receivers, primarily Davis Nye, as well as his tight end Tommy Arnold, and those two alone with the seam route that they've utilized have burned the Falcons secondary on a multitude of times. Going to have to be something they watch out for as Luke Fisher in the offense opens up with a 5 wide out of the shotgun. Fisher with the clap and faked it, trying to get an offsides call. Did not get one from the Falcons. They stayed disciplined. As now checking off on the sideline, gets the right play call in mind. Luke Fisher takes the snap out of the shotgun now, takes a few steps, goes deep, pass is hauled in again. And I mean, that is great coverage on Tyler Evans' part, but just better offense on the case of Wadsworth. What a pass, what a catch. As again, the Grizzlies have moved into Falcons territory on a single pass play, again coming out 5 wide, trips formation out to the right, and again Luke Fisher getting the Falcons to jump, but not offsides. But you can see, getting a little bit of a preview on the defense the Falcons were utilizing, and again taking the snap out of the shotgun. Luke Fisher looks to the right, looks to the left, and again gets tackled. Flag comes in, likely going to be a hold on Wadsworth. So either way, I think this one's coming back. Let's have a listen in. As it looks like the signal has, here we are. So offsetting penalties, a face mask on the Falcons' part, a holding call, holding penalty rather, on Wadsworth's part. Offsetting penalties, reset and replay, first down. As Unfortunate, too, the Falcons with the face mask penalty, because had they not, they could have gotten either a sack or the elect to use the holding penalty and take the yardage that way. By either way, it would have came back. But committing yet again another costly penalty and resets to first down for Wadsworth. Again coming out with a 5 wide for Luke Fisher out of the shotgun with the snap, and pressure coming immediately. Gets that pass off. That's hauled in for a gain of about 2 to the right side. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 now for the Grizzlies. As Wadsworth does a great job of completing the short passing games and attacking a lot in the flats, attacking a lot with the screens, and then coming over top with those big plays over the middle of the field. They've been burning the Falcons time in and time out on that. And see if they utilize it again. Again, trips formation out to the right, 2 receivers to the left, 5 wide, taking the snap again. Luke Fisher dances to his left as that one has no penalty or flags coming into the play, as looked to be, I believe that time, Deshaun Vaughn. That little bit of contact hit the ground, but no penalty to be had on that. Nonetheless, it brings up 3rd down and 9 now for Wadsworth at the 42-yard line of the Falcons. So in Fitch territory, still threatening to score, but a big 3rd down coming up now for the Grizzlies. Again coming out with a 5 wide set is Luke Fisher. Now sending into motion, that is Figure 8 coming to the right hip of Fisher. Fisher now unleashes one to the right side of the field. No flags come in. Good defense by the Falcons that time as they hold the deep pass away from the Grizzlies, and it looks like special teams units coming in. Looks like Wadsworth's going to try to pin the Falcons back deep. So good job on the Falcons' part in holding Wadsworth, at least to this point defensively, barring any sort of catastrophe happening here on the special teams side of it. We've already seen Wadsworth fake it before. This time it does go to the punter, and not able to get a good punt off. That was touched and hauled in, so inside the 5 the Falcons will be. And it looks to be at the 3-yard line where they will start. And could have been disaster there. Good job by Fitch to fall on it and not allow the special teams turnover. That's been a big part of why the Falcons have struggled the past 2 weeks, is turnovers, especially on the special teams unit. So they did mark the ball just shy of the 5-yard line. And that is where Fitch will start. Down 21-17, so holding Wadsworth defensively on the first possession. Now a chance for Fitch to go down the field and score, but going to have to go quite a length to do so. 95 yards as the first play, a handoff, as that looked to be DJ Williams slipping the first tackle. He's still on his feet, rushes past the 10 for a gain of about 7 yards on that one, as DJ Williams, we talk about it, folks. He's the perfect blend of speed and strength. And when he gets the ball, he is a very effective back. So that brings up 2nd down and 3 now for the Falcons, as Sherwood with a 4-receiver set out of the shotgun again. Taking in the snap, goes to the left with the screen pass, trying to use the speed to burst ahead for the first down, and it looks like they did get it. So move the chains, 1st down for the Falcons, as a big 1st down to continue moving the ball, get themselves a little bit out of their territory now, starting at that 16-yard line. So Fitch, with 9:35 left in the 3rd quarter of play, trying to put together a drive and retake the lead on this Wadsworth Grizzlies team. It's been very good on defense at points, as Sherwood with the play action over the center and missing the target, Cam Smith on that one. So going to bring up 2nd and 10. A little bit of miscommunication from Sherwood to Smith. Good defense by Wadsworth to pressure Sherwood enough and force him into a pass probably a little bit earlier than he would have liked. 2nd down and 10 now for the Falcons. As 3 receivers out wide on the near side of the field, 1 receiver out to the left, taking the snap, handing it off, and getting to the backfield for a great defensive stop. That time is the Grizzlies as Tyree Mitchell took the ball in, but great job by Wadsworth sniffing it out, getting a tackle behind the chains. 3rd and 13 coming up now for the Falcons as Fitch would love to continue this drive and just move themselves out of their territory. You don't want to risk giving the Grizzlies great field position in the next possession, but you risk doing that as of right now. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. As Sherwood taking in the snap, has pressure, dodges the first tackle. Great job by Sherwood to miss that first one. Still missing tackles, still rushing forward. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. What effort by Devin Sherwood to avoid the sack and made something out of nothing, but now, nevertheless brings up a 4th down and about 8 to go. As let's see. 1st down marker, the line to gain is that 26-yard line, and it actually looks like they pinned him back to the 16, so call it 4th down and 10. Devin Sherwood, of course, the punter, but you got to watch out for fakes here as well, as Sherwood takes the snap and gets a good punt that time, a line drive that takes a nice bounce, and they're going to pick it up just inside of the 50, so still starting in Falcon territory will be the Grizzlies, but it will be up to the Falcons defense to once again try to get the offense back out on the field as Wadsworth's defensive line and defensive unit holds strong again against the Falcons. So the 21-17 4-point lead remains for the Grizzlies as the Wadsworth Grizzlies will start at that 48-yard line of the Falcons. And coming out, looks like they're going to utilize possibly a 4-receiver set. No, coming out with a little bit different a look with a trips formation out to the left of Fisher. Fisher taking in the snap, fakes the handoff to Figueroa and goes to that side, but read beautifully. Dan Evans the third getting in on that tackle, read exactly who it went to, tackled behind the chains for a loss. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 12 now for Wadsworth. As the Grizzlies always got to be aware of the big play as Wadsworth has broken it out a couple of times today. Trips formation now off to the right. This time they go with the handoff to Figueroa. Figueroa keeps battling his way forward, got past the original line of scrimmage, but now will bring up 3rd and 9 against Wadsworth. So now, going to be interesting to see what Wadsworth pulls out of the bag of tricks. Try to get the 1st down. 1st down marker is inside that 40 at that 38-yard line of the Falcons. Wadsworth stands at that, I believe that is the 47-yard line, yep, of the Falcons. As Luke Fisher has proved he's had a cannon of an arm this entire game. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Fisher takes the snap, avoids the first tackle. Other tacklers come in, and they do bring Fisher down. Ultimately, looks like he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, but it is still a sack for the Falcons defense. And 4th and 10 coming up. Great job by the Falcons holding Wadsworth. So giving Devin Sherwood and Fitch another chance with 6.5, just under 6.5 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter. A chance to get the ball back, but Wadsworth has done a great job special teams-wise of pinning the Falcons back deep consistently. As that punt mishandled and just able to get it off and takes a good bounce inside the 20 and barrels its way right to about that 13-yard line. So what a job by Davis Nye I mean, to at first have the composure to pick the football up and not panic and still get a good punt off, pin the Falcons back deep. That is great composure by the punter, Nye, as now Fitch will start with a little bit better field position than they did their last offensive possession, but not by much. It's just inside the 15 where the Falcons are going to start. Very similar to where they ended their last drive. So the clock stopped at 6:03, and that's the time remaining when the Falcons start this offensive drive here in the third quarter. As Dan Evans moves into motion, taking the snap and shoveling it off to DJ Williams. DJ Williams gets tackled, though. What a tackle, too, in the backfield to stop DJ Williams. A very powerful back at that. That was a fantastic tackle there. As Wadsworth pinning the Falcons back deep with 5:35 and ticking now, and it's a 2nd down and 13. Great job in shutting down the run game by the linebacking core of Wadsworth. Sending Mitchell there into motion as Sherwood faked the first pass, went to Tyler Evans, and he cannot hold on to it. Almost a highlight reel catch as he had hands on it. To Tyler Evans was a perfectly placed throw for Devin Sherwood, just hard to hold on through the contact, and not even contact through another player, just contact through hitting the ground, and unable to complete the catch there was Tyler Evans, and brings up 3rd down and long. Another good opportunity for the Wadsworth defense to get the offense right back out on the field, possibility of sending the Falcons 3 and out. As Sherwood again out of the shotgun, taking the snap, looks to his right, runs to his right, stops, fakes, and throws out. Dan Evans III was in the area, but it is ultimately an incompletion, and it's going to be 4th down and 13. So Wadsworth defense holds up again. 3 and out for the Falcons as special teams unit coming back out as this Fitch offense continues to struggle. Since Wadsworth took the lead at the end of the first half, Fitch unable to move onto Wadsworth's side of the field here in this third quarter in 2 offensive possessions. As taking the snap and getting the punt off, that one is skied up in the air, takes a bounce and tries to bounce inside before finally coming to a stop at that 45-yard line of the Falcons, just inside of it. Call it the 45.5-yard line, or more 44.5-yard line, excuse me, as that is where Wadsworth will take over. Fitch's defense held strong against the Grizzlies last time. Let's see if Wadsworth changes up the game plan this offensive possession against the Falcons. As with 4:56 left in the third quarter, Luke Fisher coming out again. Seen this similar formation the last time with a trips formation out to the right of Fisher. As Fisher takes it, hands it off to Figueray, and Figueray gets pushed back, and a great tackle that time as Tyler Evans shuts down the run game of Wadsworth to start, as it's a tackle for loss likely. Let's see where they placed him. Little bit behind, it looks like, where the original line of scrimmage, as they did note in the progress and stopped him where the tackle did take place. So it's going to bring up about 2nd down and 10, still call it. As now the Grizzlies, 2nd down play, bringing a couple of substitutions in, a few more receivers checking in, as we saw Dean Reddish coming out now, as 4 receivers set this time for Wadsworth. Taking in the snap is Fisher. Luke Fisher facing pressure, goes over the center, evades the first tackle, and keeps on going through the 1st down and more, as Wadsworth moves into Fitch territory, deeper into Falcon territory, just short of that 20-yard line, I believe. Let's see where they're marking them. There's a conversation, though, between a couple of officials right now. Not sure if that has anything to do with it. I didn't see. And a flag does come out. So we're going to have to listen in. This might come against Wadsworth. Let's listen. As it is called an ineligible receiver downfield was the flag on the play. So the officials, it came after the play too, so came and met in the middle and discussed it before tossing the flag out. Nevertheless, the Wadsworth Grizzlies now, big play erased from their box score, as now it's going to back them up closer towards midfield, just inside of that 50 for a 2nd down and 15 now. That's where the Grizzlies are going to start. Yard line to gain for the first is inside that 35 at the 34. As looking to bring that pressure and going to get 5 yards back, as that's going to be a false start on the Falcons. Or rather, an offsides, I should say. As C.J. Schischler, it looks like, was the one came offsides, was rushing from the weak side of Luke Fisher. So now brings up 2nd down and 10, so a free 5 yards for them, and tried to go with the handoff up the middle. Falcons read that read option perfectly and held them to just a minimal gain of a couple. So 3rd down and 8 now coming up for Wadsworth. As Fisher again out of the shotgun, taking the snap, fakes the handoff. He keeps it this time, and he barrels his way for a 1st down and more. As Luke Fisher comes up big, went right back to that read option. That time he kept it and took it right through the open hole left in the Falcons' line. 1st down, Wadsworth again went back to that read option. Gave it to his back, Figure that time, but Falcons again, when they go to the back, does Fisher, the Falcons have done a great job at stopping the runs up the middle. And that's been one of the cases where, Wadsworth still goes to that run, just trying to lull the Falcons asleep, because you got to keep the defense honest, and Wadsworth has done a great job of doing that. 2:40 and ticking in the 3rd quarter, as Fisher takes it, guns it to the back of the end zone, almost caught. No flags coming on the play, as you always look towards the officials for any PI calls either way. Nothing that time. With 2.5 left on the clock and a 3rd down and 8 yet again coming up for Wadsworth. Possible 4-down territory, though, for the Grizzlies, as where they are stationed right now, a turnover on downs works just as well as a punt would have. But of course, you don't know what the field goal situation is like. We haven't seen Wadsworth try to attempt from there yet. As taking it, Fisher going with the screen pass and having a wide open near side of the field, slipping the tackle and rushing in for the touchdown, as Wadsworth now leads it by 2 possessions, by 10 points now. Extra point pending to make it 11. But the Grizzlies, with a very fine play by Luke Fisher, holding himself and composing himself in that pocket to the very end, right before it collapsed on top of him, getting a good throw off, and a great job by Wadsworth converting. 27-17, they lead it. Extra point kick is up and through the uprights, make it an 11-point lead now, as the Falcons still down by 2 possessions. Getting the offense back on the field, but with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Of course, both teams with all their timeouts left. It is vitally important now that Fitch scores on this drive and gets something offensively against Wadsworth. But big possession coming up for the Falcons offense and the Wadsworth defense, as another stop could be detrimental to the Falcons in this one. As Liam McAllister in charge of kickoffs. one of these teams in the Grizzlies that utilizes 3 different kickers for kickoffs, field goals and extra points, and punting. Has a well of talent in Wadsworth in the kicking department, in punting, kickoffs, and field goals, that you have to use 3 different kickers. And I mean, hey, all of them have done a great job too. Davis Nye, great job punting. Jack Dinwiddie hasn't missed a point after attempt, 4 for 4 in that department. And Liam McAllister has done a good job on kickoffs as well. So very good kicking department, I guess you would say, for the Wadsworth Grizzlies. As McAllister now back ready to kick. The kick is squibbed to that left side and picked up, dodging the first tackle before getting brought down inside, or just past the 30, I should say. And the Falcons going to start with the best offensive field position of the half against the Grizzlies. As now Fitch going to try to cross over into Wadsworth territory, as this third quarter has been nothing but Grizzlies, offensively, defensively, looking very good. And offensively, honestly, only coming away with the 1 score. You got to just more or less point to the defense doing a great job against this Falcons offense. As Devin Sherwood with 4 receivers set, hands it off that time. Getting a good run this time, though, is Tyree Mitchell, who picks up a first down. And that's going to do something for the Falcons' confidence, getting past the 40, near that 45. And that's where the Falcons will start, or keep going with the drive, as they pick up a first down. As Fitch again taking the snap, again the handoff to Tyree Mitchell, who fights his way forward for about 3. Second down and 7 as we tick under 2 minutes, minute 50 to go here in the third quarter of play. As the Falcons now with a second down and 7. 2 receivers out left, 2 to the right. Single backfield with Sherwood out of the shotgun, taking that pass and firing it to his left, but incomplete, and it was a bit low of the intended target. I believe that was Jaden Ely. That was the intended target. Call it Donnie Ellis, excuse me. It was number 4 out wide to the left was the intended target. Incompletion. As Dan Evans III coming off of the field for the Falcons now with a third down and 7 coming up. Going into motion was DJ Williams. Sherwood getting pressured, rolls out to his right, evades a tackle, evades another tackle, comes out wide right. Sherwood still elusive, keeps going forward. Sherwood at the 50 and gets tackled near that first down. What an effort play by Devin Sherwood. Close to a first down, but this might be 4 down territory for the Falcons. Going to be about a yard short, as Devin Sherwood evaded about 3 tacklers from Wadsworth. And no disrespect to the Wadsworth defense. They got that pressure. All the credit to Devin Sherwood for just slipping past the tackles and being elusive. But a big 4th down coming up now with 45 seconds left. And a whistle being blown, and I believe stoppage of play. Let's see. As with 45 seconds on the clock, no signal that either team called a timeout, but a stoppage of play nonetheless. As a 4th down and 1 coming up for the Falcons, and this could prove to be a huge play for Fitch and a huge play for Wadsworth if they can get a turnover on downs near midfield. Falcons needing a yard. 45 seconds on the clock in the 3rd. DJ Williams in the backfield, just behind Devin Sherwood to his right. Single receiver to the left, single to the right. Stacked formation on the offensive line. The snap, the handoff. DJ Williams fights forward, falls forward. First down, Fitch. As DJ Williams, the power back, utilized for those minimal gains when you need them. You stack them up, and you just try to barrel your way forward. DJ Williams comes in, does his job as the clock ticks away, but the Falcons do get first down inside of the 45 of Wadsworth as they continue to move into Grizzly territory. Tyree Mitchell back in at the back to the left hip of Sherwood. The snap, the handoff to Mitchell. Tyree Mitchell slipping tackles and going inside of that 40. They're going to mark him at that 38-yard line, I believe, as a good gain by Tyree Mitchell on a first down run, a pickup of 6. Second down and 4 now for Fitch, as that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes to go. Falcons trailing by 11, but in Grizzly territory. This one shaping up for a great finish. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter right after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready. Start of the fourth quarter here at Austintown Fitch High School, as the Falcons trailing by 11, as a first play here of the fourth is going to extend the first down drive and pick it up. And the Falcons now starting at the 30-yard line. Taking a look at some other scores around the league. Hubbard up 29-15 right now in the third quarter against Girard, as that NE8 shaping up for a Week 10 clash between two teams in Hubbard and South Range. As Devin Sherwood taking the snap, the handoff again to Tyree Mitchell, who bounces off of one tackler and falls forward for a gain of about 4 to 5. So they're going to mark him just inside of that 31-yard line. As second down now coming up for the Falcons. Going with a 4-receiver set. Tyree Mitchell moves to the right hip of Sherwood. Sherwood at the snap goes above Sherwood's head, who then picks it up and then just chucks it away before it becomes incomplete. As the Falcons and Devin Sherwood able to evade disaster in a smart play by Sherwood to just get the ball back up and toss it away. As no loss of yardage on the play, but again, another issue in the snaps as another bad snap goes above the head of Sherwood, another miscommunication. And the Falcons now have a third down coming up inside of Wadsworth territory. As Sherwood taking the snap, looking to his left, now rolling to his right. He has a lot of daylight as Sherwood gets the first down, I believe. And it looks like, yes, they said he does step out of bounds, but past the first down chains. So inside the red zone now is Devin Sherwood and the Falcons, as it brings up first down and 10 at about that 18-yard line. As the Falcons continue to move, big third down conversion for Devin Sherwood and Fitch. Devin Sherwood takes it, goes to Tyler Evans. Tyler Evans gets to that one side of the tacklers, moves to about the 15 as he looked to get a minimal gain of about 3. But Fitch still continuing to move now. Close to that 15, they're actually going to spot them, I believe, at that 17-yard line. So brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Falcons. Needing a score with 10.5 minutes left in the game. Devin Sherwood sends Tyree Mitchell to his right hip. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 on near side to the left. The handoff goes to Tyree Mitchell, who goes inside of the tacklers, goes to about the 10. They're going to mark him at the 11. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go for the Falcons. As actually the mark going to be a 3rd down and 2, I believe. Let's see. 3rd down and 4, excuse me. As another big 3rd down coming up for the Falcons. 9:50 and ticking on the clock. Sherwood takes the snap, handoff again goes to Tyree Mitchell, slips the first tackler, and it looks like he might be marked past that 1st down marker. Gonna be close, but it looks like they might have gotten it, as it does look to be 1st down, and it will be 1st and goal then for the Falcons. And it's gonna be an official timeout, an injured player down on the field, and that looks to be on Wadsworth's side, so they're going to take a look, as obviously we're going to try to get an update on that, and we hope for the best of health for all players, and we'll get a word right after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right.
Well, good news, folks, as able to get back up onto his feet under his own power and walk off the field. I believe, looking at the number, that might be Skylar Cries, as the Wadsworth Grizzlies obviously happy, nothing serious, and we love to see that able to walk off under his own power and that he's all good. As the Falcons, though, taking the snap, Sherwood rolling out to his right, fighting forward, dives in, and the touchdown is good. As Sherwood hits it for pay dirt, hits it for 6, and the Falcons move to within 5, extra point pending. But a big play, big touchdown for Fitch brings this back to a 1-possession game. So now the question becomes, do you try to attempt the 2 points? Being worth the time what it is at 9:26, and it looks like the Falcons might try to attempt that, because at that point, what's the difference between 5 points and a 4-point deficit? So it looks like the Falcons going to bring out Devin Sherwood again for a 2-point conversion attempt, as Sherwood out of the shotgun. Tyree Mitchell on his right hip. The snap goes to Mitchell. No, they toss it to the back of the end zone. Catch in a jump ball scenario, and a no good call. Unable to get his 1 foot in. An argument on that side with the official, but to no avail, as going to remain a 5-point deficit. Fitch, though, back within a single possession of Wadsworth. Now defense going to need to come up big for the Falcons. Try to get possession back. Grizzlies offense has looked so good in this second half, especially from the last drive on. We'll be back with Wadsworth's offensive possession right after this on ysnlive.com. Welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready for the kickoff here. Falcons trailing it to Wadsworth by 5. Wadsworth due to get the ball back. As Josiah Burneye with the quick kick, the fake kick, trying to dive on it. Did the Falcons come up with it? This is right out of TJ Parker's bag of tricks. Oh my goodness, we've seen this a lot last season. Had yet to break it out this season. We'll see what the call is on the field. As they're going to call that one Wadsworth ball. And a little bit of an argument from the Falcons side. And no, they're going to call that one, I believe. But great attempt, too, as Fitch almost does come up with it, but great job by Wadsworth. Special teams unit staying in strong and keeping possession. As now, Luke Fisher back out onto the field right around midfield. Moving into motion was Sereno, and the ball goes to Sereno. Sereno gets tackled, though, in the backfield for a loss of yardage. As C.J. Schischler gets the tackle for a loss under his name, as it's going to bring up second down and about 12 for Wadsworth. As no doubt, Fitch would love to get a quick 3 and out. Wadsworth trying to extend this drive, and the clock becoming quickly the second opponent of the Falcons. As Fisher takes the snap, goes back to the handoff, as going forward for about 3 as they get inside the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up a third down and about 9 to go now for Wadsworth. So a big third down coming up. Wadsworth still on their side of the field at the 47-yard line, excuse me. At their own 47, trying to cross over into Falcon territory. The first down is in Falcon territory. At the Falcons 43. As a big third down coming up. Luke Fisher out of the shotgun. Sending into motion is Sereno. Taking the snap. Fisher looks to his right, goes to his left, and the pass over the head incomplete. And you got to give credit where credit is due. Falcons defense did a great job pressuring that time. Luke Fisher has done a great job of throwing under pressure this entire game, especially utilizing the screen passes. But that time, Falcons got on him a little bit too quickly. Fisher couldn't get an accurate throw off, so brings up fourth down. Falcons with a chance to get the ball back. Watch out for the trick play. We have seen both teams break it out, as Wadsworth was able to get a successful attempt earlier, but this one punt is up, and another great one by Nye. Hauled in and tackled at that 20-yard line, and that is where the Falcons will start offensively. Down by 5 is Fitch, so a chance for the Falcons to either inch closer or take a lead, a late game lead with 7:46 left in the game. As we'll take a real quick break, thank our friends over at WRS Wealth Advisors.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
We're right back with you after the quick break. Thank our presenting sponsor for the audible call, WRS Wealth Advisors, as Devin Sherwood with the handoff and up the middle for a gain of over 5 on the rush by the Falcons. And a good gain to start to bring up a second down and about 4 for Fitch now. As Cheney and Howland, another one of those games coming down to the wire. Close one, 26-21. Cheney leading that one late in the fourth quarter. As right back here, the Falcons. And Devin Sherwood with a 2nd and 4 situation. The fake to the handoff to the right. Goes over top to Tyler Evans, who slips the first tackle, rolls off of it, and falls near that 35-yard line. But certainly enough for the first down, as the Falcons pick it up, and now we'll start at the 35. So down by 5 is Fitch, as we see you there, Mike Ackelson. I say hello to everyone over at the audible call as Sherwood takes the snap. Handoff again goes to DJ Williams, as getting about 2 on the carry. So getting a 2-yard gain brings up 2nd and 8, 6:35 left in this one, as the Falcons trying to take a lead late on the Grizzlies, as Sherwood gonna utilize 3 receivers to his left, 1 out to the right. DJ Williams on the right hip of Sherwood. Sherwood out of the shotgun. Sherwood taking the snap, immediately rushes to his right, designed run play for the Falcons, and for Sherwood getting about 4 to 5 on the carry. Gonna bring up 3rd down and short now for Fitch, and a big 3rd down yet again coming up as clock and time continues to tick away, stopping at 6:11 since Sherwood was able to get out of bounds. As the Falcons, again, 3rd down coming up, and almost a slip too. Great job from Wadsworth to stay disciplined, as it can't afford any sort of offsides penalties right now. And it looks to be a timeout being called by the Falcons, and it's going to be their first one of the half, so 2 left for Fitch. But certainly once they want to talk this one over. Big 3rd down and 3 coming up for Fitch. And this could be detrimental if they don't pick it up. Certainly I would think it's 4-down territory either way, but it would definitely bring up some decisions for the Falcons, as time is not on their side, to be quite frank, as they're playing the Grizzlies now, but you're also playing the clock, getting down to about just over 6 minutes left in this one. So emerging from the huddle and the timeout are the Falcons. And you got to figure Coach Parker's got to be telling them that, you know, it's 4-down territory. You got to just do what you can on this play. I mean, if you can get 1st down here, that's huge. But just don't lose yards is the biggest thing. Don't commit any penalties. Don't set yourself up for an even more difficult 4th down try. As the Falcons and Devin Sherwood out of the shotgun again, taking the snap. Sherwood back to pass. Sherwood weaves in and out of the line and looks like he picks up the 1st down. And another great run by Devin Sherwood, who's utilized his legs a lot more this season than last. And he is, again, picking up another big 1st down for the Falcons as they near midfield at their own 48. But a big 1st down for Fitch, as Sherwood keeps it himself for the handoff, goes forward for a gain of, again, about 4. So another good carry for the Falcons, and now clock going to become an issue. You got to imagine for both sides now. Got to start being aware of where the clock is. Under 5.5 to go. And the Falcons are not rushing to get back onto the field each time. Not at all going in a hurry up. As a 2nd down and 6 to go for the Falcons. Sherwood with 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, takes the snap and evades the first tackle. Over the middle, completion to Tyler Evans, who's still on his feet, still going inside the 20, hurdles a defender on Wadsworth's side, inside the 30, and looks like to be at that 25, but inside Wadsworth territory with a huge gain, a huge pass and catch by Tyler Evans. And now the Falcons inside that 25 at the 24. Continue to move against Wadsworth. 4:59 left on the clock. The handoff goes to DJ Williams, who goes off the 1 tackler, goes forward, got about 3 yards, it looks like, on the carry. And it looks like an injury on the field. This might be on Wadsworth's side, so going to be a stoppage of play, as we obviously, again, hope for the best of health for all of the players as medical staff rush out. As they continue to look, we're going to try to get a name for you, and we'll be right back here with out of this break on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
And good news, folks, as walking under some assisted power, but still walking off the field nonetheless, as we obviously wish for the best of health for all student athletes, as we don't want any serious injuries to occur on the field. We want to be able to see all these kids get as much playing time as they deserve. It's just good to see being able to walk off under his own power. And that looks, as we bring it up, that looked to be, the injury at least, looked to be to Michael Swanson. So nice to see, and obviously we wish Michael the best in all of his future health and endeavors, and we obviously hope for the best for him. But we're right back here at this one. Falcons continuing to drive, 2nd and 7 coming up for Fitch. Nearing the 20 of Wadsworth, taking the snap and the handoff, trying to be patient at the line, but really nothing to give from Wadsworth that time. Going to be stopped up at the 21-yard line, with the 15-yard line being the yard line to gain. So 3rd down and about 6 to go for the Falcons. As about the 20.5-yard line is where the Falcons are starting as rain continues to come down. Fitch, though, with 4:07 left in this one. Taking the snap is Sherwood. Sherwood evades the one tackler, tries to get the edge, goes out of bounds. Looks like he was inside the 20. Let's see where they mark him down at. Definitely short of the 1st down marker. And it's going to be 4th down now, and a big 4th down at that. Falcons, huge play coming up for Devin Sherwood. As running back on to the left hip of Sherwood, taking the snap, rolling out to his left, stopping and throwing to the end zone. Jump ball, he got it! Oh my God, he came down with it! It was Cam Smith. Who else? What a catch! Let him hear it, Falcon faithful. He deserves it. What a vertical. What a catch. Cam Smith rises above all, sinks his talons into it, brings it down, brings the lead back home to the Falcons. Wow, what a game this is shaping up to be now. As don't even think about switching this game, as Wadsworth has proven time and time again that they could score in less than a minute. You might see 3 more scores before the end of the game with the way this team is. As Devin Sherwood goes over top, looks like he got the 2-point conversion to Jaden Ely, and that is a huge one. A field goal lead now for the Falcons at 31-28, as this one winding down to be a close one. And boy, oh boy, Wadsworth to get the ball back. 3:46 left. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this on ysnlive.com.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Welcome back, everybody. Josiah Burney back ready to kick it off. Up by 3 are the Falcons, their first lead here in this second half of play, and it was with a fantastic catch by Cam Smith in the end zone that just put the Falcons up under 4 minutes to go in this ballgame. And of course, a completed 2-point conversion helps as well. But with 3:46 and a very dynamic Wadsworth offense, this game is not even close to being over. As Wadsworth takes in the kickoff. Great tackle, though, by the Falcons as a flag does come in. And we'll see who this one is against. Going to be an interesting call now. Let's see. As it looks like the officials met, they have their call. Let's listen in now. And they called an illegal block in the back against Wadsworth. So going against the Grizzlies on the kickoff. So Wadsworth to start inside the 20. And boy, oh boy, is this going to be a huge drive now for the Falcons. As now Fitch, his defense, Wadsworth's offense, 3:42 left in the game. Luke Fisher out of the shotgun. In motion was Davis Nye. Luke Fisher looking over the middle, and it's picked off! What an interception! Inside the 5, did he get it? Looking for the signal. It's a pick 6! What a defensive play as the Falcons defense finally comes up. Big turnover. Pick 6, and the Falcons in a blink of an eye have flipped the script on this one. 37-28. And we talked about how quickly Wadsworth's offense can score, but that's how quickly either of these teams' defense has been able to flip the script on this game as well. As Josiah Burney back to kick it. Chance to extend the lead to 10. But still, with 3 timeouts for Wadsworth and 3.5 minutes left, down by 10 is certainly not an insurmountable deficit to overcome for these Grizzlies, as we've seen some huge plays by Wadsworth the entire game. So definitely going to have to keep an eye out for that, or the Falcons defense, because their secondary certainly has been tested today. Josiah Burney ready to kick, as the kick is up through the uprights it goes, and it's a 38-28 Falcons lead, as a big play on offense, a big play on defense, both resulting in a score, and both of which end up in flipping the script for Fitch. 38-28 Falcons lead it as Wadsworth offense again set to get the ball back right after this on ysnlive.com.
I love the customers, interacting with customers, basically just being there even after the sale. If they have a question or if they have a problem with their vehicle, I'm here to help them make an educated decision. I'm here to educate them on their buying a car. I'm Frank Mascara, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Welcome back, everybody. 3:32 left in this one. Falcons ready to kick it off to Wadsworth after a big touchdown from Devin Sherwood to Cam Smith and a big pick six by the Falcons defense. They have all of a sudden flipped this whole thing on its head and went from a 11-point deficit to a 10-point lead in a blink of an eye. As Josiah Burneye to kick it off for Wadsworth. Against Wadsworth, I should say, as Burneye's kick, more of a line drive and bounces right into the hands of the Grizzlies, making a big turn out there as Sereno, but Sereno comes down past the 20, close to the 25, and I think that might be right where they mark him, is at that 25-yard line. So Wadsworth, we've seen them in 2 plays pick up 70 yards and consecutive passes for a touchdown to Davis Nye. And that, if you're the Falcons defense, that is what you absolutely need to avoid right now, is Wadsworth getting a quick one over on you, because they certainly have the talent with Luke Fisher in the backfield throwing the ball. I mean, kid has a cannon. He's incredibly accurate, and they have some really good receivers to help, as well as Davis Nye being one of them. Quick as a bullet as Fisher takes the snap, looking deep, now takes a shuffle to the left and almost found his intended target. I believe that was Tommy Arnold, their tight end. But Tommy Arnold, a little bit wide it might have been. Looks like it hit the hands of Arnold, but unable to complete the catch. Stops the clock, though, at 3:18. Second down now coming up. As with a second down and 10 for Wadsworth. Luke Fisher again out of the shotgun, taking the snap. Stays strong in the pocket for a deep pass. He hurls, and no PI on the Falcons secondary that time. Good job of keeping their hands inside. As it brings up a third down and 10, which would no doubt be 4-down territory, I think, no matter where Wadsworth was on the field. The clock now being Wadsworth's biggest enemy going forward. As third down and 10 coming up, 3:11 on the clock. Luke Fisher and the Grizzlies looking for at least half the yardage, you would think, here. As Fisher takes the snap, looks over the center, fires over the center, as that one is picked off as well. Another pickoff for the Falcons defense, running inside the 30 and tackled at the 25. And that one with 2:57 is going to be a detrimental turnover for Wadsworth now. As Fitch, better late than never, I guess, to finally solve the secondary problems and finally correct the passing attack that Wadsworth was bringing to the table. Wadsworth and the Grizzlies playing a very, very clean game up until just about 4 minutes left in this fourth quarter. But a couple of plays is all it takes to flip an entire game on its head, and that's exactly what we have here, folks, as the Falcons, with possession up by 10, under 3 minutes to go now. Both teams with all of their timeouts. Correction, one timeout for the Falcons. Wadsworth still has all of their timeouts as the handoff goes to DJ Williams. But at this point, the Falcons, I think, are more concerned with burning that clock at this point. So it's all about when Wadsworth is going to utilize their timeouts and how they want to play the clock. And with 2:45 remaining, it looks like Wadsworth does take their first timeout, as the official does correct himself initially, signaling the Falcons timeout. But no, it is indeed the Grizzlies first. They have 2 remaining. It's going to stop the clock with 2:45, second down and 8 for the Falcons. And we'll be back right after this real quick break on ysnlive.com.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Welcome back, everybody. Fourth quarter, 2:45 left on the clock. Second down and 8 for the Falcons as Devin Sherwood out of the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off, this time to Tyree Mitchell, who keeps fighting forward, still short of the first down. Obviously, Wadsworth would love to hold the Falcons here and not allow them to get the first down. At least hold them to a field goal try, especially with how questionable the special teams unit of Fitch has been in recent weeks. You could ultimately get this game flipped right back your way and back up on its head or its feet, depending on which side you're looking at this game from. But certainly, it only takes a play or 2. But big defensive plays coming up now. Third down and 4 for Wadsworth, to try to get one more stop on the Falcons and see if Falcons would either go for it on 4th or try the field goal attempt. But Wadsworth at least needing one more stop. They have one more timeout left. Clock stopped at 2:38 here in the fourth quarter. As Devin Sherwood again out of the shotgun. Taking the snap, goes for the handoff, keeps it himself as Devin Sherwood gets the corner. Looks like he slides and gave himself up, and it looks like extra yardage going to be tacked on to this one. As let's see, though, because it could also be holding, as that actually is what it was signaled. Hold on now. A holding call would be a huge break for Wadsworth, as that is what it is, a holding penalty on the Falcons. It's going to be a replay of third down, but now instead of 3rd and 4, 3rd and 14 it's going to bring up for the Falcons. But you got to figure in this position where the Falcons are at the 30, you got a field goal kicker in Josiah Burneye that has the leg to make the distance. It's just about if they can hold enough time for him to prevent the block kick. This becomes a huge play now. 2:28 and ticking now for the Falcons. Obviously can wait to the last second, and that might be what Devin Sherwood does as he waits for the play clock that now is at 10 seconds. Game clock at 2:15 and ticking away as the Falcons waiting to just about 5 seconds. Sherwood now taking the snap, going back to the handoff. That time they read it perfectly, getting a tackle in the backfield, even some more for a tackle for loss. Carry by Tyree Mitchell. Timeout taken by the Grizzlies with 2:04 left. That is their last time out of the game. So the Grizzlies out of timeouts, but with 124 seconds left on the clock. The Grizzlies now have a great opportunity at getting the ball back, especially being 4th down and 17. But in this case, too, with you being at the 34, the Falcons could try to just run the ball again, or try to pass it, I should say, because it works the same way as a punt then if it's an incompletion. But we'll see how aggressive the Falcons decide to be, how much time they really want to take away from this Grizzlies team, because every second does matter. We've already seen both these teams can score in less than a minute, so every second certainly matters and how much time you leave both these quarterbacks. But we'll see what the Falcons elect to do. Remember, Devin Sherwood is the punter as well for the Falcons. As Sherwood, though, looks like a normal offensive set, as the Falcons are likely gonna just run one more offensive play. Sherwood gonna chuck it deep to Donnie Ellis, and it is incomplete, out of bounds. So a turnover on downs does tick away about 7 more seconds off the clock. So a minute 57 with no timeouts left for the Grizzlies, who will take over at their own 34-yard line, down by 10, needing a quick score, and that's the big thing. Falcons have read it, and they did a good job of creating 2 interceptions off of it. The last one especially, Grizzlies tried to go deep with it, but it's going to be interesting with Wadsworth not having the time to really play small ball and try to just inch their way up the field. But we'll see if they're going to be able to get those chunk plays that they were so successful at getting, especially in that third quarter and at the end of that first half. Luke Fisher back out of the shotgun, 5 wide, takes the snap, as it's a 5-step drop, stays in the pocket, goes through some tacklers as a flag comes in, and that might be holding against the offense. We'll see. It's either holding or a sack, and we'll see if the Falcons might just take the loss of the down with the loss of yardage from the sack. But we'll see who it goes against. As the holding on the offense. So it's going to back Wadsworth up even more. So now Wadsworth going to be inside of that 24-yard line now, as the Grizzlies, and Fisher takes the snap, had some time to throw over the middle, finds a completion to Tommy Arnold. What a completion at that, too. Boy, oh boy, looks like he was very close. If he didn't get the first down, he did. Got to move the chain, so the clock stops at a minute 32. Again, 5 wide. And taking the snap again is Fisher. Fisher again going deep to the side. Another catch by the Grizzlies, still on his feet before getting out of bounds. I told you, folks, don't change this. Don't change the link. Don't change the station. This one ain't over yet. Minute 21, and they find Davis Nye yet again. And in a couple plays, they're inside the Falcons' 30-yard line. Still down by 10, but moving. And if they could pull off a score, that would definitely be huge here for Wadsworth. As Luke Fisher again, 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Pocket collapses. Fisher steps through it and trying to evade the tackler, and does get brought down in the field of play. So the clock continues to tick away. Gonna need to hurry up a little bit now is Wadsworth, not having a whole lot of time to play with in-game clock. As Fisher now, 55 seconds and ticking for the Tigers. Again, the 5 wide set. Fisher over the middle and an incompletion there, but a pass interference definitely going to be coming in on the Falcons. This actually works out pretty favorable for Wadsworth as it stops the clock at 47 seconds and moves them up at the same time. That is, of course, if it is going to be the pass interference call that we presume it to be, let's, of course, listen in on the field and get the call from our officials. As it was a pass interference penalty called that time on C.J. Shishler, who's the slot linebacker today for the Falcons, at least on the depth chart for Fitch, but that does move Wadsworth forward inside of the 15 at the 14, 1st and 10, 47 seconds left. Fisher takes the ball, getting pressured immediately, fires to that right side, and it looked to be an incomplete. As Davis Nye, I believe that one was complete. What another great catch by Davis Nye, and that time it was on that sideline, staying in bounds, and now inside of the 10 are the Grizzlies. 41 seconds left in this one. Wadsworth takes the snap. Luke Fisher looks to his left. Pass is it is picked off. Oh my goodness, what an interception. Held on to it with one hand. Odell Beckham style, and brought it in. Hit the knees and sealed this one. But boy, oh boy, Falcons able to come up with 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter against the Grizzlies. But hey, give Wadsworth all the credit where it's due. This Grizzlies team did not stop fighting, and all the way until the very end, inside the 10-yard line, put up every last second of a fight that they could against the Falcons, but took some big defensive plays, and that was nice to see again. And I'm sure a lot of Falcons fans will point to that, those big defensive plays and creating turnovers that have been really missing the last few weeks. We saw that one big one in against Massillon, Washington, but that was a little bit too little too late, and of course not really able to force much against Canfield last week. So good to see the Falcons defense getting back to what it is best at, and that is forcing turnovers and getting the offense back out onto the field, as Devin Sherwood and the Falcons come out in victory formation, take the knee, and that will be the final knee of the ball game, as 30 seconds will tick away, and the Austintown Fitch Falcons complete the comeback and beat the Wadsworth Grizzlies by a final score of 38-28. We'll be back to wrap this one up right after this on ysnlive.com.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
As we're back on this one, as the Falcons with a knee near the 20-yard line, as it was back to the winning ways for the Falcons after the last 2 tough weeks against 2 very tough opponents at that. This one was no exception, going up against the Wadsworth Grizzlies, but what we saw, honestly, from the Falcons was a lot of growth, and we saw it especially in the defensive department. You saw what the Grizzlies were able to do, especially towards the end of that first half and beginning a lot of this second half. I mean, the Falcons secondary looked beatable at a lot of times, and for a long time, I think everyone in the stadium kind of felt that the Falcons were going to go right back to what we saw against Canfield, where couldn't get anything going on offense and defense looked very beatable. But with Coach Parker and with this defensive group of the Falcons, I mean, mentally one of the stronger groups, I think, in the area. And Coach Parker is one of the better coaches at being creative enough to make you successful. And we see that especially in the fourth quarter. And like I said, better late than never, but the Falcons come up with 3 key interceptions in this fourth quarter that helped secure the 10-point victory against the Division II opponent in the Wadsworth Grizzlies. As Wadsworth, with the loss, will fall to 2-6, I believe, on the season, as the Falcons will extend their record to 4-3 now, and with the win, we'll have to take a look at those standings, as Division II Region 5 will be shaping up to certainly be an interesting one tonight. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Football. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who are able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it to attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, that does such a great job with our players' profiles, our coaches' corners, as well as his work with YSU and Bobsine Park. The Valley and YSN would certainly not know what to do without Steve Leslie. But most importantly, I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Football. You guys, the support from these kids, these schools, these communities, it truly is what YSN is all about, and so we thank you. If you tuned in from afar and got your first taste of YSN, if you tuned in from the Wadsworth area supporting the Grizzlies, or if you were right here in Austintown supporting your Falcons, or wherever you may be in high school football, this is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
This broadcast stream is copyrighted by Yoakley Scott Corporation, LLC. Any other use of this telecast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without YSN's consent is prohibited.